Hello all. Today we'll be discussing about a very important topic in Hindu law, that is the role of Karta. Who is Karta? What are his roles? And this very important topic, very simple, nothing much to worry. In 5-6 minutes, I'll be summarizing everything for your benefit. All right. In this video, we'll be trying to understand these aspects. As you can see on the screen, who is Karta? Can there be more than one Karta in a Hindu undivided family? Can minor become a Karta? Father as a Karta, what are his role? What are his powers? And what is his legal position? This is very important. These are the certain key points that we have to keep in our mind. Legal position. So these words has to be written whenever you're writing any sort of exams. These kinds of words plays an important role. And position of Karta regarding income of the Hindu undivided family, HUF. Next, position regarding the debts. What are his roles? What are his powers? Next, position regarding the property, whether it is immovable or movable. And finalizing with case laws, and we'll be concluding it. So I hope you got our agenda in understanding the role of Karta. Next, so it's a quick summary about the entire slide. It's not necessary to in detail learn all the slides. Probably this slide will give you the summary of the entire topic in a nutshell. As you can see, the first keyword goes like this: proper functioning of joint family. Why do we need Karta? For proper functioning of joint family. And his legal position with respect to income, properties, business of Hindu undivided family. And he works as a manager, is very important point. And he has the power with regarding to any transaction, very important word, any transaction, very important. Next, in which case law can you find this recognition? That is Radha Krishna versus Kularam. In this case, that is 1967, this has told that Karta has power regarding any transaction of Hindu undivided family. And who can become Karta? The most senior most person. And how Kartaship is acquired? By birth. It is his birth right. This is very important keyword that you have to keep in your mind: birth right. All right. Next, can there be more than one Karta? As usual, no. But however, you have to keep in your mind the work can be delegated. The Karta can delegate to the junior co-partner for the effective functioning of family business. Next, minor can become Karta. This case gives the answer. There is Narendra Kumar versus CIT versus in the year 1976. So let's see what is the answer in the upcoming discussion. Next, filing of suit. As usual, Karta has the power to file the suit on behalf of the Hindu undivided family and represent Hindu undivided family in any kind of suits. Next, can he divide the property? Yes, at any time. These are the very important words that you have to keep in mind. Any time. Next, can he gift the ancestral property? Ancestral property, yes or no? So that will be understanding. Next, ancestral property alienated for an unlawful purpose is considered as void. Very, very important point for your exam purpose. Next, so these are the certain case laws that you have to keep in your mind. You can just select few important case laws which you can remember. In that, I would suggest you have to keep this case law, very important, and this Radha Krishna versus Kularam. Okay. Next, wherever you find important, you can take the screenshot. I'll just rapidly just try to finish the summary of this topic. I'll read the slides for your benefit. So Karta, as you can see on the screen, who is Karta? So Karta is the person who governs the proper functioning of the joint family, and he is the head of that particular family. He has certain duties and rights, that is legal position with respect to income, properties, and business. All right. Next, and he is considered as the manager of the family. So in the entire slide, whatever I'm sharing, you have to just keep in your mind wherever I have bolden, that is very important, and very important have turned that particular word in red or any other color. Okay, so you just can concentrate on those letters or words which I have highlighted. All right, and he's the senior most, as I told earlier, and he deals with the family business, especially trading business of the family. And he is not suffering from any physical and mental deficiency. So Karta should not suffer with any physical or mental deficiency. Only then he can be appointed, or else it goes to the next person. If the senior most person is suffering with some mental issues, you can't. If he's an unsound mind, how can you appoint him as a Karta? So that is very important. You have to keep your mind. And he is not an agent or trustee of the family, but he's the head of the family. Is a custodian or the guardian. Very important term that you have to keep in your mind. Custodian and guardian of the family. All right. Next, it is acquired by birth. As I told, Kartaship is a right acquired by birth. I'm writing it here. And he has should have the capacity to act. Capacity to act is very important. And terminable, it can be terminated. Kartaship can be terminated either by resignation or relinquishment. He can give up. All right, so this is very important point that you have to keep in your mind. So next, more than one karta, answer is no. But however, as I told, juniors can assist karta in performing family businesses. As I told you here, junior members can look after the affairs of the family, but there can be no karta more than one. Next, this case laws gives you the answer, that is Union of India versus Sri Ram. Very important, you have to keep in your mind. And with the consent of other junior members of the family, two persons may look after, see, second person may look after the affairs of the family. Second person can, the karta can delegate the powers, to perform, but he's not karta. The second one is not karta. But how it has to be done? With the consent of other family members, because tomorrow family members should not question the original owner, that is karta, right? Next, can minor become karta? Answer is no. But however, if he's the only person in the joint family, that in a sense there's no other option, then he becomes karta, or else minor can never become karta in a Hindu undivided family. As you can see here, this is very important. Narendra Kumar versus CIT 1976. As you can see, only one left. It is reaffirmed in Narendra Kumar versus CIT. If it turns out that minor is the only one left out to be the manager of that particular family, then he can be appointed as Karta. This provision is given under Section 21 of Guardians and Wards Act 1890. So minor occupies the managerial position. So I hope you are clear with the topic. Next, position of Karta. As I told, he deals with all the matters with respect to the family, and he acts absolutely, his actions are absolutely binding on the members. Members cannot escape that Karta acted in a wrongful way. They have given him the position, so whatever action he takes, it is also binding on the members. So this is affirmed in Lalita Kumari versus Raja case, as you can see, 1950. Next, Radhakrishna versus Kularam. This case is very important, as I told, very important. Why? Because Supreme Court itself has told Karta has the power to deal with any transaction. This is very important point that you have to keep in your mind. Radhakrishna versus Kularam, any transaction. Fine. Next, filing of suit. This is also very important role of Karta. Karta has the power to file the suit or take any legal actions to safeguard the interest of the family. As you can see here, interest of the family. As we discussed, he is the custodian and guardian of the Hindu undivided family. All right. However, this is very important. However, it is not necessary that all members of the joint family should join in the suit. It is not necessary that they have to join. Karta himself can represent the Hindu undivided family, and this was confirmed in this particular case law. Jindalal versus Nandalal in 1956. So till here, I think you are clear about it. Very simple. Next, this is also very important case law, which says again, speaks about it binds the other members of the family, whatever actions the Karta has done. It is binding on the other members also. Venkatanarayana versus Soma Raju, 1937, pre-independence case law. This is very important. Next, Hindu debts, sorry, HUF debts, sorry, HUF debts, Hindu undivided family debts. What is the role of Karta? Karta can acknowledge the liability to pay the debts due and payable by the family, to give discharge for the debt, to pay the interest of the money. So as you can see, Karta has the power to acknowledge it, discharge it, pay it back. So these are the certain rights that Karta has with respect to Hindu undivided family debts. Next, partition. This is also very important. See, whenever we speak about Hindu undivided family, what is the most important? It is not yet partitioned. That's the reason we call it as Hindu undivided. Why do we call undivided? Not it, partition has not yet happened. That's the reason. Correct. So what is the link between Karta and partition? As you can see, father of the joint family, that is Karta of the family, has the power to divide the family property at any time. Very important. Any time during his life, and is the consent required of other members? Not necessary. Sons, if they are not agreeing, but still Karta has the power to divide the property for his well-being, because if tomorrow sons are fighting for the property and co-partners are fighting for the property, then who will be responsible? If Karta feels that I have to divide it today itself, he can do it. So this is also very important legal maxim that you have to keep in your mind. That is parte prostes. Parte potestas. This is also very important. Parte potestas is a legal maxim that you can keep in your mind, or else just write about partition. Next, gifting of ancestral movable property. This is a very important point, wherein Karta has the power to gift the movable properties without the consent. See, this is which is very important. Without the consent of the sons. Okay, it's not necessary, and especially it is given as an affection towards the female members of the family, even including the sons. So immovable property, he has to take the permission. Immovable property, ancestral immovable property, he can't gift it. Partition is different, gifting is different, but movable property, so to a certain extent, Karta has the power to gift it without taking the consent of the co-partners. This is a very important power that Karta has. Next, this is also one of the most important uh, uh, case law that you have to keep in your mind. As you can see, Shankar Lal versus Vasant Deshmukh. So this is very important point. In this case, it was held that purchaser of the Hindu undivided family property is under the obligation to discharge the burden of proof to prove the existence of legal necessity. See, if you are purchasing a Hindu undivided family property, the purchaser has to prove what was the necessity. Necessity is important, right? For example, marriage is a necessity. Hindu undivided family, there's a person or a girl to whom marriage should happen, and they're selling that property for the purpose of marriage, then it is a valid one. Correct. So invalid one, again the purchaser will be under trouble. For example, improving the agriculture land, as you can see, improving the agriculture land is not an exact valid which court won't accept. It's not a sufficient ground. Correct. So without selling also they can improve the agricultural land. It's not necessary that they have to sell the property which belongs to Hindu undivided family. So marriage expenses is also a valid reason where selling of Hindu undivided family property is accepted. Fine. I hope you're getting. Next, another one case law, Dev Kishan versus Ram Kishan. So in this case, it was held that property alienated for unlawful purpose, very important case law. Dev Kishan versus Ram Kishan. Unlawful purpose, you are selling it, then that sale is void. You can challenge that transaction before the court of law. Who can challenge? Again, co-partners can do it. Next. Last slide, it gives the study material. You can just go through it. I'll share it in the group. So all the best. Let's meet in the next video. I hope you got the clarity, and we'll go to the first slide again. Quick revision. This is the first slide. If you are asked about Karta, these are the important things that you have to keep in your mind. If you are well versed with all these points, more than enough. Okay, and I hope you don't have any doubts. Thank you.